In late 2016, U.S. diplomats and their families at the U.S. Embassy in Havana, Cuba started falling ill with symptoms of sudden severe headaches, dizziness, nausea, loss of hearing, and more. Soon after, diplomats and other government workers stationed around the world began experiencing similar unexplained symptoms. The illness was later named Anomalous Health Incidents, or dubbed Havana Syndrome, and continues to puzzle politicians and intelligence officials at the highest levels. Here's what we know. In December of 2020, a report published by the National Academy of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine pointed out effects of radio frequency energy of radiation as consistent with symptoms of Havana Syndrome. While the report didn't blame anyone for the suspected attacks, it did note that Russia was conducting research into radio frequency exposures. Then in August of 2021, Vice President Kamala Harris's trip to Vietnam was delayed after a possible case of Havana Syndrome was reported at the U.S. mission in Hanoi.
There was an assessment done of the safety of the Vice President, and there was a decision made that she could continue travel along with her staff. It was not a person traveling in her party or anything along those lines.
After what appeared to be a close call with the VP, Secretary of State Antony Blinken addressed the issue of Havana Syndrome, saying that the State Department has deployed new technology to U.S. missions to help understand the cause.
I can say that new technology is helping us more quickly and thoroughly evaluate a variety of potential causes of these incidents, and we've distributed across posts so that we can respond rapidly to new reports.
As more questions swirl around the suspected attacks, in January of 2022, a senior CIA official tells ABC News that the majority of reported cases of Havana Syndrome can be reasonably explained by medical conditions or environmental and technical factors. The official also assessed that it's unlikely that a foreign actor, including Russia, is conducting a sustained worldwide campaign harming US personnel with a weapon or mechanism, but still left the door open that specific cases could have been attacks. Then, in a further report, the ODNI doubled down on their findings that there were no foreign actors involved.
The U.S. intelligence review of that illness finds no link to a foreign adversary or an exotic weapon, they say. More than 1,500 American personnel in 96 countries did report symptoms. The report found no single cause, but likely many, including ordinary illness and environmental factors.
On top of this finding, the NIH released a study in March of 2024 stating those injured by AHI or Havana Syndrome exhibit no severe neurodegenerative changes in the brain. However, on March 30th, 2024, new evidence was put forward by an insider Der Spiegel 60 Minutes investigation apparently contradicting the previous messaging from the intelligence agencies and suggesting Havana Syndrome was linked to a Russian military assassination unit.
You know, if my mother had seen what I saw, she would say it's the Russians, stupid.
The Kremlin denies the claims, and the White House told reporters that the US intelligence community had not reached the same conclusions as the investigation.
There was an assessment that intelligence community made, and so I would have to refer you to ODNI on their assessment, but that particular piece about Russia, I know that they had not concluded that. We're going to continue to do a comprehensive examination of the effects here that we're seeing and the potential causes of AHI. That's something that we're going to continue to look into.